Coming up on Good Morning Texas.
A COVID-safe spring break.
Green cuisine.
And inspirational women.
All this and more coming up on Good Morning Texas. Good morning, Texas. For Wednesday, March 10th, I'm Arushi Gadanti.
And I'm Mercedes Gonzalez. Thanks for joining us this morning. So, Arushi, how's your week going this week?
Mercedes, I got one word for you. Midterms. Do you have any midterms this week, Mercedes?
Oh, mood. I've only had 2 midterms. Last week I had human sexuality, and this week I have films about Hitchcock. But I got my grade back for my human sexuality, and I got an 82. So, which is closer to an A, but, I passed. Still a good grade.
Queen, that's awesome. There's nothing like getting a good grade. Well, who wants to talk about boring midterms? Let's get to this week's trending topics. Michelle Obama was just announced to soon be inducted into the National Women's Hall of Fame. There, she will share the stage with other Hall of Famers, such as former PepsiCo CEO Inder Nui, soccer icon Mia Hamm, and NASA mathematician Katherine Johnson. The National Women's Hall of Fame website says Michelle Obama has emerged as one of the most influential women and iconic women of the 21st century. The National Women's Hall of Fame is the oldest membership organization honoring and celebrating distinguished American women.
Oh, that's cool. I wish I got inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, imagine being with all those inspirational women.
Oh, yeah. I think it would be pretty nice to be the center of attention because I low-key kind of like being the center of attention. But now that I think about it, maybe being the center of attention isn't all that glamorous because a big topic on social media this past few days is the big interview of Prince Harry and Duchess Meghan Markle of Oprah. The interview aired on Sunday at 7 p.m. local time and lasted for 2 hours. The couple, they talked about like many things, including announcing that they're expecting a baby girl in the summer, and it would actually be the couple's second child. But one thing that kind of came to light during the interview is that Meghan has faced racism from members of the royal family, even saying that a royal family member was concerned about the skin color of the couple's first child, Archie, when he was pregnant.
Yeah, that must be really tough to hear, especially from a family that you kind of married into.
Oh yeah, I kind of like not really been following like the story of Meghan and Harry, but I know that Meghan's been facing like just a lot of like terrible racism from like British tabloids there. And I know that during the interview, Harry and Meghan believed that racism was involved with the royal family's decision to not give their son Archie the title of prince or even give him security when he was born. And Harry also said that they were financially cut off from the royal family when they moved to California. And they've been using the inheritance Harry actually received from his late mom, Princess Diana, who died in 1997. But if you haven't watched the interview yet, it's currently streaming on the CBS.com website. Are you going to watch it, Rusi?
Yeah, I'll definitely take a look. My mind kind of got stuck in how he's still living off of his inheritance that was left in 1997. Like, that's a lot of dough.
True. I mean, he probably never used it because he's still getting that financial support from the royal family, but now that he's kind of off from it, he's probably grateful that he has that inheritance now to help his family.
Well, that's definitely going to be a challenge for them. I hope they're able to persevere. A challenge that's close to home and that UT has been facing has been their recent decision on the eyes of the Texas chant. UT has just released their decision about actually retaining the eyes of Texas chant, and President Jay Hartzell has affirmed that it will stay as a part of UT tradition. Hartzell justified his decision to keep the song by invoking the concept of marrying, which in his words is recognizing that American history isn't perfect, but that we need to learn from the imperfections and embrace the triumphs. He also points to the importance of free speech and that it is everyone's right to sing the song. However, he asserts that no one will be required to sing, stating, "Traditions do not endure through disrespect, coercion, or threat." He concluded with the special moments in which the Eyes of Texas was used throughout our Longhorn history.
Well, it does seem like a lot of thought went into this decision. It is nice to know that the university took action. It's definitely making an impact for sure and making people more aware about this issue. But I guess on a happier note, do you have any weekend plans, Rushi?
No, I realized really early on that I can't make weekend plans without knowing the weather. What about you?
True. I just like walking outside, especially when it's nice and warm. Oh, and I love that weather, and just to feel like the sun on me is like amazing. But I guess we can check in with Stephanie at the Weather Center, and maybe we can plan out our weather plans this weekend. So how's this week's forecast looking, Stephanie?
Thanks, Mercedes. Well, Longhorns, I hope you enjoyed the sun last week because the clouds are taking over this week along with some high wind gusts. So keep that in mind if you plan on going anywhere this week. Today we will be mostly cloudy with a high of 80 and a low of 64 as we move into the night. The cloudy skies will roll into Thursday where you can expect a high of 82. The clouds may turn into a few showers on Thursday night with a low of 66. On Friday, showers are possible before we go into a mostly cloudy afternoon with a high of 84. As Friday night approaches, we will see more clouds and potential showers with a low of 66. The weather will stay gloomy as we head into the weekend as there will be a 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms on both Saturday and Sunday, along with some high rangings from the low 70s to the low 80s, and the lows ranging from the high 40s to the low 50s. Talk about a way to start off spring break. Only in Texas, but we will make the best of it. Remember to stay safe and wear your mask. That's it for me. Live from the Weather Center, I'm Stephanie Molina.
Thanks, Stephanie. Don't go anywhere. We'll have more Good Morning Texas when we get back.
Well, spring break is right around the corner again. It's crazy to think that a year ago our lives were all so different. Thankfully, Madeline has a few tips to safely get us through this spring break.
Hello, it's Madeline from Good Morning Texas. I'm an associate producer here, and I'm going to give you a few tips on how to have a COVID-free spring break 2021. A lot of these tips my family has been doing since the beginning of COVID last spring break, so I'm going to share some of those things with you. A list of these things include increasing vitamin intake, building your immune system through drinks, and just remaining social distanced.
First off, we're going to start by taking some new vitamins to help boost your immune system. First up, we have a vegan D3 and B12. D3 has been known to build your immune system and protect those who have had the coronavirus. Next up, we have our elderberry vitamins, which taste really great and help with immunity as well. And lastly, we have zinc, and I think it's pronounced as quercetin. So quercetin is going to help the zinc be absorbed, and both of these are really great for immunity and have been recommended by several doctors. Essential oils are also a great substance to use to increase your immune system.
So other than vitamins and essential oils, you can also drink more kombucha. I try to drink 1 container of kombucha a week to help my immune system. And also not forgetting to drink your water, of course, but also drinking more Gatorade or Pedialyte or something that boosts your electrolytes. So all of these things are super simple and then they can help you in the long run. From us here at Good Morning Texas, we hope you have a great spring break and stay happy and healthy and enjoy this much needed break after everything that has already happened this semester and especially in the past year. That is all for me. I'm Madeline Hayden, and this is Good Morning Texas.
With St. Patrick's Day coming up next week, we want to get into the mood by getting creative with the color grade. Our Cameron Trout and Tanya Velasquez made their way to the kitchen to see what verdant goodies they could cook up.
Hey y'all, so in honor of St. Patrick's Day, Tanya and I are going to be making the most creative green foods that we can make. Let's get right into it. So starting off with my recipe, I'm going to be making Shamrock Fudge. The ingredients you'll need are super simple. You'll just need some white chocolate melts, vanilla frosting, peppermint extract, and green food coloring. First, you're going to put the frosting in the microwave for 30 seconds to get it a little looser, and then add 1 teaspoon of peppermint extract and as much food coloring as you like. Then you're going to heat up the white chocolate melts for 30 seconds at a time and mix in between until they are almost melted. After that, you'll mix the white chocolate melts with the frosting concoction in order to make your final product. You'll line an 8x8 pan with aluminum foil and put your mixture in. And then take that and put it in the fridge for 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, you can take it out, cut it, and plate it. And as you can see, my roommate Nicole really enjoyed it, as did I. And after you're done with it, you can just put it into a container and put it back in your fridge. As you can see, Tanya wanted to make some green pancakes, and you need eggs, pancake mix, green food dye, and some water. First, you're going to add a cup of pancake mix to a bowl, and then add a full egg and a teaspoon of water. Once you mix that, you can add your green food dye to the mixture and start stirring it up. You end up with this green mixture that you can add to a hot pan to start making your pancakes. Then just wait to flip them and see how they turned out. Hers turned out a little less green than before, but they still turned out green nonetheless and came out very good.
Yesterday, March 8th, was International Women's Day. So here at Good Morning Texas, we decided to celebrate by asking our staff and volunteers about the women that have inspired them. Let's see who inspires us.
Hello, my name is Madeline Hayden, and I'm an associate producer here at Good Morning Texas. And as we all know, Monday was International Women's Day. So in celebration of that, we're going to tell you about some of the most inspirational women in our lives.
Hey, so the woman that inspires me the most is obviously my mom, but I'm going to go a little bit more outside of the box with this one and say it is Lady Gaga. I know that seems like a little out there, but she really helped me when I was a kid, like learning to accept and love myself for who I was and figure out my own identity.
Hey, so the woman that inspires me the most is Ruth Bader Ginsburg, because she just always champions human rights and seems to do the right thing so effortlessly. So I'm a big Ruth Bader Ginsburg fan.
Yo, Gmtx fam. So I actually have two women that inspire me, my mom and my fiance. They're two of the most amazing women ever, and I'm just so thankful and blessed to have them in my life. They constantly push me and just help me to be a better me. So yeah, they inspire me each and every day.
The woman who has recently inspired me this past week actually is Meghan Markle. I just watched her interview with Oprah, and I think she is so strong and so brave, and I love how honest she was. So yeah, I love her, and she really inspired me this week.
A woman that inspires me is Lady Gaga. I've been a fan of her since middle school, and she always just taught me that it's okay to be myself, no matter how weird I can be.
The most inspirational woman in my life is by far my mom. She is super smart and just pushes me to do the best in school or extracurricular activities. So from us here at Good Morning Texas, happy belated International Women's Day, and don't forget to thank that inspirational woman in your life. Bye.
Don't go anywhere. We'll have more Good Morning Texas after the break.
Welcome back to Good Morning Texas. Mornings can be a hectic time of day without a routine that works for you. So what do you need to have a good morning? While you think on that, Mercedes, Stephanie, and I will show you a few items that we need every morning to start the day off right with our segment, Morning Must-Haves. Hello, ladies. Let's talk about morning must-haves. Who wants to start first?
I can start. Oh, yeah, I'll start.
You can start. Yeah, you can start, Stephanie.
I'm in the middle. No, I'm kidding. Okay, so mine is obviously a basic mug. I drink my. I know it's Snoopy. It's Snoopy.
So
cute.
cute.
And, like, I bought it last year, and it's like Easter theme, but I don't care. Like I use this every day because it's so big, and like usually put like 10 ounces of coffee, and I don't even finish it, but like it's so like big, and then there's a little Snoopy inside too.
That's so cute.
Yeah, so like
Love that.
it's always nice to like drink it, and then you see Snoopy at the end.
It's like a little ward.
Yeah, no, you can probably like make a cake in it because it's so big.
Oh yeah, yeah. You could eat cereal too. I mean, it's like it's like the best thing for breakfast. So I use that, and I got it from Marshall's, and it was so cheap too.
Ooh.
So you get your buds there.
Nice. I can excuse me, sorry. I can do my next item. So part of my morning routine is like washing my face and stuff, and I do skincare, so I like to use these on the camera. These from Neutrogena. I'm a fan of Neutrogena. This one you put in like an acne you'll probably have, and it'll like shrink in like 2 hours or so. And this one's kind of more like just control, because like middle school I just have really bad acne like right here, and Neutrogena was the only products that worked for me, so now it's like part of my daily routine now. So
Wow.
yeah.
I need to get one of those.
Oh, they work so
Yeah.
bright. I love it. Oh my god. I'm like a fan of Neutrogena. I have a moisturizer too. I use from them.
Which one do you like more out of those two?
I think I like this one, the rapid one, just because it's faster. And some I have like annoying ones. I'm like, go away, and this makes it go away pretty quickly. So yeah, I like these two. How about you?
What
Gracie?
about you?
Oh, I was just gonna say I was so glad that Mercedes like brought that up because I was like, oh my gosh, face wash is such a big routine. So I was like, yes. I was like, should I go get mine? Like, I need to get mine too. But no, my morning item is a little bit different. It's actually lemon water. It's something that I've been doing. I started getting really into working out during the summer, like COVID happened. I did a lot of like Chloe Ting YouTube videos, like so many programs. And my cousin, who's like in medical school, was like, drink lemon water first thing in the morning, right after a meal, like a few minutes before you go to bed, or like not a few minutes because then you're going to pee immediately, but like drink it like 1 hour before you go to bed, because what it does is it actually reduces your water weight. So like your cells will like conserve water. And by drinking the lemon water, it releases it. And so you're less likely to bloat, but you need to supplement it with like normal water. So I just really enjoyed like changing up my day, and it actually kind of like after a heavy meal, if you drink lemon water, it kind of like relaxes your stomach.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
That's so healthy. I wish I started like a good habit when COVID started. Like I just used TikTok the whole time. Yeah.
Moon. I want to try that with lemon water. I mean, I don't like the taste of lemon, but like I know I do get like bloated sometimes. And then that sounds like pretty cool. I might want to try that now.
Yeah, you might want to be like one concern is like be careful of your enamel, because like that is like you might be stripping it. So the one thing, I don't know if it's for like legit. I was just concerned about it. My mom was like, Rishi, you're not gonna have teeth anymore if you keep going with this. But just like be mindful like when you brush your teeth and like when you drink water. But I don't know if that's like a myth or a fact. Maybe you should do like we'll see. I'll figure it out. But yeah, you should actually take like a before and after photo. I'm curious to see if you like see any reduced bloating. That'd be so cool.
Do you drink it before you brush your teeth?
I brush my teeth first and then I drink it, because I still feel paranoid that I'm like brushing off my nail if I drink it. But yeah, it's just been a great routine and I really enjoy it.
Okay,
awesome.
Well, my other one is sunscreen. Talking about skincare, I also have another skincare item, but like this is like the most important one for me. It's sunscreen. So it's like a Korean brand. It's called Misha Essence Sunscreen. And it's like 45. And I use the Korean ones because like you can see here, like they have like more pluses. So like it makes me feel more secure that like it's protecting me from the sun. And like I don't know, when I get old quick. I've been using sunscreen since I was like middle school or high school. Yeah, like this is like every day type of thing. Like if I don't even do the rest of my skincare, I'll at least do this because I don't want to get wrinkles.
Nice.
So respect that, like, because I never put on sunscreen, and it's because I hate like the thickness feeling. Like I hate like putting sunscreen on. I'm like, I need a shower. Does that?
Not with this one, but you have to find the right one depending on your skin type, because like I feel like the American ones are kind of heavy, so that's why I went for like a Korean one. But those are also kind of tricky because they can have a white cast on you. So that's why I like this brand, the Misha one, and like the Essence one. I feel like that one is like not too much on my skin, and it's just kind of like velvety.
So I always want to try Korean.
Yeah, Korean skincare is really good. It doesn't make me feel like. Oh, sorry, you go, Mercedes.
Oh no, sorry. No, I was gonna say, so I just always want to try Korean skincare because I love doing skincare. Also, I like face masks and stuff that I use, so always want to do that.
It's good.
Nice. So my next item is like very random, but once I explain it, it will make more sense. So a jump rope, because kind of same when COVID started, because I used to commute to school and drove, and I'm not a morning person. I get like morning grogginess for like 2 hours after I wake up, and then COVID happened, and then all online classes were online, so I didn't have that morning routine to wake me up, and I found out, I need to do movement. So I live with my parents, and we have a stationary bike in the garage, and I ride that for like 20 minutes. And then I got tired of doing that, and so I switched to 10 minutes on the stationary bike and 10 minutes on a jump rope, and that really wakes me up. So that was my routine.
Yeah, your heart rate is like
Yeah, that's so
really
nice.
Oh yeah. I think I had increased the intensity since like I've been doing this since like August, since last fall.
Ooh.
Doing that every morning because I just can't wake up. And that's the only thing that wakes me up in the morning.
I should try that.
Wait,
really
when
works
you
for
jump
exercise.
rope, when you go into jump roping, like how many can you do in one shot?
Oh, I don't know. I just do it for 10 minutes straight-ish. I don't know.
You should count.
It's been getting better lately. I'll count that next time. I have been getting better lately. Like it's able to keep it up more a little bit longer. I'll count it next time. But what's your item, Ruchi?
Okay, so I don't want to get to my third item because my third item is like a really like schooly, like of course Arushi you do that. So I'm gonna go to my second item. So my second item is like this. It's something I call a Sprouts journal. It says anything is possible on it. My friend gave it to me, and like I kind of wrote this. It's like Sprouts are like proof of what's yet to come. So whenever you're going through life, and whenever like I try to make a point in the mornings or also in the evenings where I write like 3 things that I'm grateful for. It can be like, you know, I have a bed to sleep on or my knees are working because whatever I come up with that for that day. And then I write 3 sprouts, and the 3 sprouts are like, okay, what are some things that I'm incrementally doing good in every day? So like, is it that I made my bed in the morning? Is it that did I like exercise? Did I call my mom? Did I do things that I normally put off? Did I not watch YouTube trailers or like Telugu songs? Like, was I incrementally improving myself and just recognizing those sprouts? Because I think sometimes when we start off our mornings, we like don't take a moment to like recognize like, wow, this is a new day. Like we need to recognize the good things in our life as well as the things that we've achieved instead of just like kind of on a treadmill, kind of maybe on a bike, like biking for the next thing. But yeah. Obviously, morning routines are very important here at Good Morning Texas. As you can see, we can talk on it all the time. So we hope that we give you some new ideas to add to yours. Don't go anywhere. We'll have more Good Morning Texas when we get back.
Welcome back to Good Morning Texas. I'm David West. Today I'm joined by UT journalism professor Kevin Robbins. Kevin, how are you today?
I'm doing well, David. How are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to speak with me for a few.
Welcome. Glad to be here.
So, as you and I well know, these past winter storms affected not just classes, but the lives of so many UT students and faculty for that matter, both on and off campus. You, among others, were on the forefront of donating and giving back to Longhorns who were significantly impacted. Could you talk about the philanthropic efforts you took on and why you decided to take such a key role in helping students?
Sure. I thought people needed something, and I could help. I mean, it began as simply as that, with providing students enough money to have lunch on, I believe it was Tuesday of that week. A couple of dining halls were open, and if students needed $12 or $13 to get through the lunch line, then I was happy to provide. You know, a lot of people were doing a lot of things, David, and the university has emergency funds for students, but they take a little time to get. And I just thought, well, if we use Twitter to get the word out and Venmo to execute the transactions, then students can have money in seconds. And so that's how it began, and it just took a life of its own, really.
Right. I know you also worked with notable alumni such as Colt Mccoy to give out food to students throughout the storm as well. How would you describe you and Colt's relationship and sort of how you both organized a food drive to give out the tacos?
I covered Colt all 4 years of his career at UT when I was a sports writer at the American Statesman. And we're friendly, I guess. I wouldn't call ourselves friends, but he has come to my sports classes a couple of times to talk to my students, which I'm really grateful for. No one reached out to him this time, David. He just sent me an email on the day I was trying to arrange a P. Terry's lunch for students. And he said, whatever I can do to help, I'm in. He said, whatever whatever this costs you, I'll pay half of it. And P. Terry's wasn't able to accommodate us because it was literally like in the moment request. But we did get the breakfast tacos, and we were able to, I think, give 800 of those to students on the Saturday after the storms.
And one final question I wanted to ask you was, what did these past few weeks show you in terms of how collectively the UT Austin community, when they work together to help one another out, what did that show you?
Well, what the week that we had showed me was that when there's a need, we can rise to it and meet it. College students have had a rough year starting last March. And they didn't deserve this. No one did, but these are young people who are away from home, and many of whom don't have the resources to get through another day like the days that we had last week. No one expected to have to buy water last week. No one expected to have to go to one of 2 dorms on campus that were open for lunch, right, because they couldn't cook at home because their meat had gone bad, or they didn't have electric service to start the stove or the oven. So it showed me that when there's a need, people can wrap their arms around those people in need. And just like the whole idea was to get them through another day and another day. And we did that, and I'm proud of that.
I love the hashtag another day.
Yeah.
Well, Kevin, thank you for joining me today. And again, thank you for taking the time. And to those watching, thank you as well. For more Good Morning Texas content, you can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Good Morning TX. From all of us here at Good Morning Texas, have a great Wednesday.